Hi friends, welcome to today's practice. In this session, we'll explore a mix of deep stretches, steady strength, and maybe some light inversions. Nothing extreme, but enough to challenge your awareness and control. This sequence is less about rushing to a final pose and more about how you move between postures, staying connected, focused, and intentional throughout. Remember, this practice is here to work for you. You can simplify or level up any part of the sequence, adjust the intensity, take pauses, or explore a bit more depth where it feels right. Without further ado, let's begin by taking the moment to arrive. Find a comfortable position and start to settle into the breath. Allow your inhales to gently expand and your exhales to soften and release. There's no need to change anything, just notice how you're arriving today. If it feels right, set a quiet intention for your practice. Something simple, something that supports you, or maybe just a sense of awareness you'd like to carry throughout the flow. Now let's begin to bring some gentle movement into the body. Start with the neck. Slow, easy circles, and also exploring a soft, subtle twist through the neck. There's no need to follow a fixed pattern. Move in a way that feels right for you. You might pause on one side or stay a little longer where the body asks for it. Gradually bring awareness down into the hands. Begin to move through the wrists. Gentle rotations in both directions. Then into the fingers, stretching, opening, maybe lightly activating through the palms. Take your time here until you start to feel warmth building, a sense of circulation moving through the hands and wrists. When you're ready, come back to a neutral seated position. Let your spine grow long and allow the shoulders to soften. On your next inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, gently side bend over to the left. Feeling a long line from your right fingertips down to the right hip. Stay for breath in. And exhale, bend your right arm into cactus. Inhale, reach long again. Exhale, cactus the arm. Continue here for a few rounds, moving with your breath, finding a rhythm that feels steady and natural for you. Then on your next inhale, bring the right hand behind your ear and gently begin to open the chest. Exhale, draw your right elbow toward your left arm. Inhale, open wide through the chest. Exhale, softly close. Flow here for a few rounds, keeping the movement smooth and controlled. After your final round, inhale, reach your right arm long and rise back up to center. Exhale, release your right hand down. Inhale, left arm flows up. Exhale, ease into the side bend over to the right. Gradually waking up the side body and shoulders. As you move with your breath, begin to explore the cactus arms. Opening through the chest, then reaching long again. Take your time, moving back and forth in a way that feels fluid. When it feels natural, bring your left hand behind your ear. Inhale, gently broaden across your chest. Exhale, guide your elbow forward, drawing inward. Continue with this opening and closing action, letting the movement stay smooth. With your final round, reach the arm long once more, lifting yourself all the way back to center and softly release your hand down. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, gently twist to one side. Keep the breath steady, finding a little more space on each inhale and softening into the twist on the exhale. Stay for a few breaths. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Take your time here, noticing any differences between the two sides and allowing everything to settle before we move on. Then slowly return to neutral. Interlace your fingers behind you and begin to draw your shoulders back, opening across the chest while keeping the spine long and the neck aligned. Stay here for a few breaths, feeling the steady lift through the front body. From here, gently guide your bind towards your left waist and allow your left ear to soften down towards your left shoulder. Stay for a breath or two. Then slowly move through center and shift to the other side. Drawing the bind towards the right waist, right ear releasing toward your right shoulder. Return back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, reaching the arms away from the spine and allowing the shoulders to open a little deeper. Let your head release naturally down, keeping the movement controlled and guided by the breath. Slowly rise back up. Release your bind. And then make your way into tabletop. Take a few breaths here to find your alignment, shoulders over your wrists and hips over the knees. From tabletop, begin to turn your fingers to face toward your knees. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to shift your hips back, pressing firmly through the heels of the palms. Pause here and breathe. Feeling the opening through the fronts of your arms and wrists. Then gently come forward again. We'll repeat this 2 more times, noticing with each round, perhaps sitting the hips a little further back, allowing the stretch to gradually open. Take your time, giving the body space to open without forcing. Gently turn your hands back to tabletop. Take a full inhale. Lift the hips up and high into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in down dog. Use this moment to recalibrate, noticing how the body feels today, any areas of tightness or resistance. Let the breath guide you as you settle in, making small adjustments where you need. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Stay here to decompress. Maybe find your ragdoll pose or taking gorilla pose. Let your head hang heavy. The arms and shoulders relax. Feel the pull of gravity, allowing any heaviness to release from the shoulders, the spine, the head, and your mind. bring your feet a little closer, big toes to touch. Tuck your chin in and on an inhale, slowly roll all the way up, one vertebra at a time. As you arrive to standing, exhale and let the body settle into a neutral resting pose. Inhale, rise up to mountain, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, take a gentle back bend, engaging through the core and glutes to support your spine. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or leg jump back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower with control through chaturanga. Inhale, lift through upper facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, lift your right leg high, come into three-leg dog. Exhale, begin to open your hip, perhaps bending the knee into a gentle scorpion shape, finding length through the side body. If you like, you can start to bend into your left elbow, adding a bit more strength into your left shoulder. Inhale, return to three-leg dog. As you exhale, step the foot forward into lizard. Take a few breaths here, allow your hips to settle and gradually sink a little deeper. If it feels right, bring your right hand onto your right thigh and gently guide it open as you lengthen through the spine, twisting to the right and letting your gaze lift. Or begin to bend into your back knee, reaching your right hand back to catch the foot, deepening into the stretch through the front of your left thigh. Move in a way that supports your body, taking whichever variation feels appropriate today. When you're ready, return to lizard. Press back on an inhale, lift into three-leg dog. As you exhale, shift your weight forward into a fallen star. Take a full breath in to open through the heart, expanding the chest, and then as you exhale, stabilize through the core. Bring your left hand lightly behind your ear. Inhale, begin to rotate chest open. Exhale, draw your elbows in toward your right thigh. Let's do 4 rounds. Inhale, create space across your front body. Exhale, gently close through the center. Continue to move with your breath. After the last fold, inhale, lengthen and open. Exhale, slowly lower your hips down to the mat with control. Bend into your left knee. Place the left arm underneath the thigh. From here, reach your right arm up, opening through the chest and hips. If it's available, you can start to explore a bind behind the back, moving into it gradually without forcing. Keep the spine long and breath steady. Gently release your arms wherever they are. Reach for the left ankle with your right hand. On an inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, begin to side bend over your right leg, creating length through the side body, and breathe deeply. For my more experienced UG friends, I'm offering an additional variation here. Place your left foot into the crease of your right hip. Reach your left hand behind the back to find your left toes, while the right hand holds onto your right foot. As you settle in, begin to draw your torso towards your right leg, finding deeper stretch along the side body. Move into it gradually, keeping length through the spine rather than collapsing forward. Slowly rise back up, releasing the stretch. As you place your left foot down onto the mat, begin to shift your weight into your left foot and leg. Use your hands for support as you lift into a supported warrior 3, now facing toward the back of the mat. Take a moment here to find your balance. When you're ready, you might begin to lighten the hands and perhaps lifting the fingers away from the mat to gently challenge your balance a little more. Keep the hips squared, maybe reach both hands long overhead or prayer in the center or airplane arms. Be creative and playful. From here, begin to ground your right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, revolve half moon. Start stacking your hips and opening through the chest. Keep reaching back through your lifted leg while extending forward through your crown, creating length in both directions. Let your twist come from center of the body, keeping the movement contoured and steady. Gaze can stay down or begin to lift only if it supports your balance. Take an inhale and exhale. Gently step your right foot down with a control. Inhale, rise up into exalted warrior, opening through the front body. Stay here for a few breaths, lifting through the heart while staying grounded through your legs. Gently lower your right knee down to the mat. Inhale, rise up in crescent moon lunge, lifting through the spine. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, begin to add gentle back bend, opening through the front body while staying supported through your legs and core. Slowly rise with control. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, begin to shift back into half split. Take a moment to find your depth here. You might keep the hands on the blocks or on the mat, or begin to fold closer toward your left leg, maintaining length through the spine. If it's within your practice, you can start to explore full splits. Choose the variation that feels right for you today. Let's all come back into half split. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. From here, take your left hand to the left toes. Option 1, begin to shift your right foot behind you, moving into a supported side plank while keeping hold of your left foot. Or explore a full side plank variation, holding onto your toes as you stack and open. Stay with the breath, engaging through the core to gently lift your hips a little higher. From here, when you're ready, begin to release into wild thing. From a wild thing, slowly shift your weight back into high plank. Bend into your left elbow, bring your forearms down, pointing towards your right, and with control, transition into a forearm side plank. Stack and open to the right, with your left arm supporting you from underneath. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, rotate through center into forearm plank. Hold and breathe, staying steady with the core and shoulders. Stay here long enough to feel challenged, but not to the point of losing control. Gently lower the knees down. Now we'll begin to prepare for our first headstand, which is optional. Take a moment to set up your foundation. Interlace the fingers, keep the elbows about shoulder distance apart, and gently cup the back of your head. And as you begin to walk your feet in, bring your hips closer over your shoulders. Start engage through the core, finding that sense of stacking hips over shoulders. Press firmly through your forearms, and once you feel stable, begin to extend your legs up, reaching long through the entire body. Slowly lower down with control whenever you're ready, and begin to transition back into puppy pose. Allow your hips stay stacked over your knees as your chest begins to melt down toward the mat. Keep a sense of length through the spine rather than collapsing into your lower back. You might soften your forearm or chin down, depending on what feels better for your neck. Let your shoulders gradually open without forcing the depth. Press firmly through your palms and begin to ripple forward through the spine, finding your way into Sphinx pose. Press evenly through your forearms, with the elbows under your shoulders. Draw your chest forward and slide it up, keeping length through the back of the neck. Maybe begin to press into the arms, slowly extend your elbows as you deepen the back bend, opening more through your chest. If it feels right, you can also bend into the knees, drawing the heels gently toward the back, adding a little more intensity through the front body. Gently release. Inhale, bring your palms back underneath the chest, and as you exhale, press back into downward facing dog. We'll take this to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-leg dog. Exhale, open your hip into your scorpion dog, finding length through the side body. If you like, begin to bend into your right elbow, adding a little more strength in your right shoulder. Inhale, return, three-leg dog. Exhale, step into lizard. Take a few breaths here, allowing your hips to settle and open gradually. If it feels supportive, bring your left hand onto your left thigh. Gently guide it open, lengthen through the spine and twist to the left, letting your gaze lift. Another option, bend into your back knee, reach your left hand back and catch the foot, deepening the stretch through the front of your right thigh. When you're ready, return to lizard. Inhale, press back, three-leg dog. Exhale, shift your weight forward into falling star. Take a full breath in to broaden across your chest. Exhale, stabilize through your core. Bring the right hand lightly behind the ear. Inhale, rotate your chest open. Exhale, draw your right elbow in toward your left thigh. Continue for 4 rounds, moving with the breath. Inhale to expand. Exhale to fold forward, keeping the shoulders and neck relatively soft as your core initiates the movement. After the final round, inhale, lengthen and open through the chest. Exhale, slowly lower your hips down to the mat. Bend into your right knee, thread your right arm underneath your right knee, and reach the left arm up, opening through the chest and hips. If the bind is available, you can begin to explore it behind the back, keeping the spine long and your breath steady. Gently release and stay tall. Take the left hand to the right ankle. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, side bend over your left leg, creating length through the right side body. If you did the additional variation for the other side, please work on this side as well. Place your right foot into the crease of your left hip. From here, reach your right hand behind the back to find your right toes, while the left hand holds on the left foot. As you settle in, begin to draw your torso towards your left leg, finding a deeper stretch along the side body while keeping length through the spine. Slowly rise back up, release the stretch. As you place your right foot down to the mat, begin to shift your weight into your right foot and leg. Use your hands for support as you lift into supported warrior 3. Now facing to the top of the mat. Take a moment to find your balance. When you feel ready, you might begin to lighten your fingertips or lift your arms into any variation that feels natural. Overhead, prayer at the heart, or airplane arms. From here, ground your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, revolve half moon. Keep reaching back through your lifted leg and forward through the crown, creating length in both directions. Let the twist come from the center of the body. Gaze can stay down or begin to lift if it supports your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently step your left foot down with control. Inhale, rise into exalted warrior, opening through the front body. Stay for a few breaths, lifting through the heart while staying grounded through your legs. Gently lower your left knee down. Inhale, rise into crescent moon lunge. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, gentle back bend, opening through the front body while staying supported through your legs and core. Slowly rise with control. Inhale, exhale, half split. Take a moment to find your depth. Hands can stay on the blocks or on the mat, or you may fold closer toward your right leg with the spine long. If it's within your practice, explore full splits. Then let's all come back into half split. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Take the right hand to the right toes. Option 1. Shift your left foot behind you, moving into supported side plank while keeping hold of your right foot. Or explore a fuller side plank variation, holding the toes as you stack and open. Stay with your breath, engaging through the core and gently lift your hips a little higher. From here, when you're ready, begin to release into wild thing. From a wild thing, slowly shift your weight back into high plank. Bend into your right elbow. Bring your forearms down, pointing towards the left. And with control, transition into a forearm side plank. Stack and open to the left, with the right arm supporting you from underneath. Take one inhale here. Exhale, rotate through center into forearm plank. Hold and breathe, long enough to feel challenged but not to the point of losing control. Then slowly release the knees down. Feel free to take a moment in child's pose, giving yourself a chance to reset. Or if you feel like you haven't had enough inversion yet, like me, feel free to add one more here. I'll be exploring L lift headstand here, so you're welcome to join or take any inversion that feels right for you. Gently release. And when you're ready, begin to rise up onto your knees, preparing for camel pose. Place your hands onto your lower back or glutes, fingers pointing down or slightly inward. Begin to press your hips gently forward, lifting up through the spine first. Keep your chest broad and the back of the neck long. If it feels comfortable, you can begin to reach your hands back towards your heels, one hand at a time. Let your opening coming from the lift of your chest rather than dropping back into lower spine. You can also try moving camel by place your hands on the ankles. Slowly use the thighs and the core to shift back and forth. Keep the movement smooth and controlled, allowing your breath to get your depth. Feel free to come back to a seated position whenever you're ready. For those who like to explore a more advanced transition, we'll begin to move into wheel. Bring your hands beside your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Gently lower yourself a little more until palms connect firmly with the mat. Take an inhale here to prepare. Exhale, press evenly through your hands and feet, lifting up into wheel. Slowly begin to lower down with control. Slowly press yourself back up. Come back to a seated position on your heels. Take a moment to recalibrate. Allow your breath to settle, noticing the effects of the back bend through the spine, your chest, and your nervous system. Now slowly tuck your chin towards your chest. Reach your hands back to hold on to the heels. Inhale, creating a little lift through the spine. Exhale, begin to round forward. Bring your crown of your head towards your mat. Allow the back of the body to broaden, releasing through the spine. Stay here for a few breaths, letting the breath move into the back body. Inhale, slowly lift yourself back up to a neutral spine. As you exhale, release your hips down. Bring the legs forward in front of you, setting up for seated forward fold. Inhale, stay tall. Exhale, release spine and lower back all the way towards your legs. From here, begin to slowly lower down onto the back, drawing your knees in, coming into a gentle ball pose. Take a breath here. When you're ready, begin to lift your hips, transition into a shoulder stand. Keep the back of your neck long and support of the body with your hands as you need it. Slowly take the legs overhead into plow pose. Allow the spine to lengthen, keeping the movement controlled and steady. If it's available, bend your knees, drawing them down beside the ears, coming into ear pinning pose. Take a few breaths here, then slowly roll back with control, returning to your ball pose. Gently release into happy baby, holding on to the feet and allow your hips to soften. Stay here for a few breaths or as long as you need, letting the body unwind. When you're ready, extend your legs long and settle into your final rest, Savasana. Take a moment here to notice how you feel, the breath, the body, and the space you've created through the practice. Let this be your intention to carry this awareness, this control, and this sense of ease with you beyond the mat and into your day. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for coming. If this flow supported you, and if you'd like to continue building your practice together, you're always welcome to subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Namaste.